Sorry. Okay, so it's green there.
We got 4 new follows so far because I get the email for it. So.
Oh. It hurts.
Well, you get to take home some of the mic stands because I'm tired of them rolling around the back of my car.
Have they just been rolling around the back of your car?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
At least these big metal ones have. Like,
fine.
not the boom mics, but
Isn't one of the boom mics mine?
I think so.
2 of the boom mics are mine.
Oh, is that live? Did not know we were live.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
This going on, I think you can hear it, but it doesn't matter. So we're live. I think everything's good.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Anyone who's still left or gonna watch the restream, sorry about that. What is it? Internet?
Something like that.
Yeah, and OBS crashed.
That didn't help.
So
Yeah,
it was a combination of everything that can go wrong did go wrong. So
At the same time.
double whammy of sorts. I even forget where we were. We went on. We probably droned on a little bit, but
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, Gallifrey. And we were telling him.
We were talking about Savage, and I think one of the last things he said was that that's quite a
No, it's weird
rare
for him.
thing for him to
not
not be
trusted.
like trusted or something. And
yeah,
I think that was kind of it.
Yeah, it was kind of.
yeah, that was
Alright.
kind of the thing. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the last thing he kind of said was it's a rare thing for me not to be trusted.
And then.
So he just kind of looks to you and he says, "Don't worry, I don't mean to pry. You can have your secrets."
So where did you see him last?
Oh, he was at the small council along with a few of us.
Do you know where he went after that?
I see him back to his camp.
Ah.
You could go find them at the camp again. You could buy your arrowheads at the other place.
I'm noticing a lack of Orso. Where are they at?
Look, this is not the most sensitive topic, but we're not sure exactly where they are.
An
Or-
entire legionnaire you're missing?
Yes.
Legion. Legionnaire's the person. Legion is
But
missing?
It's not a legion, it's just they're the legionnaires.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
They should have sent a few riders out, but we've heard nothing from them. So we have sent a raven, and it came back that they had already left, but have still yet arrived. So they've either made a very large detour or something else.
Is that going to affect how well the peace talks go or how well they're guarded?
No. They really don't have much of a say in the matter. They don't really like some of the things that have happened in the past, but they, as everyone else, are in favor of peace and the continuation of it. So, I do not know. They should be arriving from the east any day now, though. I'm sorry, from the west.
It's hard to get those mixed up. I mean, it's easy to get those mixed up.
Way to be an a-hole.
It's easy. It's easy to get those mixed up.
Way to do the exact same thing I did while trying to console me.
Yep.
So yeah. But yeah.
But yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I don't know, you ask him. Is there anything that we can do for you? possibly.
Well, if you could find these legionnaires, we would be forever indebted to you.
How would we go about trying to do this?
By going into the west. I mean the east. I mean the west.
All I can
Where are
tell
they
you is that they should be arriving from the west. So if you head that way,
Which pathway are they taking?
The west one.
The westward one.
the westward one. So the country is due west of Cobel. So there's like one road.
Kind of where we... No, not where we came from. But
So what's it like being a Gwynethian knight?
Mostly it's a lot of show. You haven't seen combat in years. We just go from one thing to another looking important. But it could always be worse. I feel bad not being in the fight though. Not that there is any anymore. But just actually doing some good. Not looking like a pompous walking suit of armor.
Would you want to come with us to search for them?
I wouldn't sound like a reprieve from this, but my duty lies here.
Persuasion.
I respect that.
persuasion. Just yell out
I
persuasion.
command him.
You could.
You
could
technically
try.
could.
You could try.
You technically could.
You
Follow.
might have a high resistance, but you know.
Persuade him to dish his
Gwyneth,
armor.
Knight Supreme Gallifrey of the Gwynethian Knights. I seduce you to follow us to adventure.
I don't remember. Is it temporary? Like, does he realize
The command, yeah, that's very temporary.
Right. So like 5 minutes later, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't go with you guys." Because I think it's that way for charm person. For me.
Yeah, it's that way for charm person. But I mean, if you persuade somebody to come with you,
If you
I mean, they
persuade, that's yeah.
could, I mean, they could.
Command is
they
different.
could, I guess, along the way decide that. But basically, it would take like a pivoting moment for them to decide that they don't want to be with you anymore. They wouldn't just decide to leave.
Yeah.
With command or charm person too, like.
No, with those things, if they wear off, they do.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's like you persuade
I mean,
somebody,
it doesn't say that it wears off, but well, it says duration 1 round.
Yeah.
yeah.
How long's a round?
6
When there's
seconds.
nothing
That's
going
like you
on?
telling him to give you his sword.
You would be better off.
You
to
should-
persuade.
Give me your sword.
You'd be better off to try to persuade him.
And then one round later, he's like, "What?"
Just normal
Give me your
persuade.
sword back.
Yeah, a round is
Do you
actually, I
want
think,
me
what,
to-
6
do you want me
seconds,
to try
maybe?
to-
Something
Yeah,
like that.
try it. Try it.
All right,
Totally worth it.
I'll roll for persuasion on him.
Do you want to roll? Okay.
RP that.
Yeah, you have to RP it, and you have to roll. Tell me what it is, and then RP it, and then I'll
Not
tell you what
reverse?
happens.
And his name's Gallifrey, right? Yeah.
Gallifrey, and you
All
have
right.
to be very spot on about how you word everything.
He
You have
wants
to-
this very hard for us to get this guy as a member of our party.
You don't
The
have to
pressure's
intimidate
on.
him, so go you.
And I multiply this number by a lot.
multiply. It's not add.
Multiply times 4, right? My modifier is 4.
And so I take this number on the dice,
Mm-hmm.
and I add what? Persuasion, which is +2.
Yeah.
And charisma?
Proficiency.
Are you proficient in persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, then
It's
yeah.
a skill
So yeah, it's charisma modifier and that plus
and
2.
persuasion, so
Yep.
that would be 4. All right.
So you rolled a 5. We're all watching you, Lee.
You could like show him on your phone, or you could text him.
Yeah.
Like I can't see your hand, so
Okay.
Stomp out the number.
Oh, come on, Gallifrey. You could use a little bit of fun and adventure. Come and join us.
Ha! Adventure. It is calling my name. Unfortunately, my fellow, it's not today.
I rolled a 3.
Let me try to
Percy's-
I wanted to keep it a little bit of surprise.
We'll roll. Try to intimidate.
You're gonna try and intimidate. Okay.
I might as well
The
try to
guard
persuade him
that
too.
did this. Oh! Thank you.
Depends on the intimidation.
Oh! Like he's a Santa.
Yeah.
All right, so
Santa Claus.
This is gonna be interesting.
I think if he's trying to intimidate this guy, I may leave.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to look.
what's his name again?
Gallifrey!
That's how you start the invitation. What is your name
But I just look up at him and I say, Gallifrey, do you really want to be responsible if something has happened to the Orso Legion,
Okay.
knowing that you could have done something to save them and yet you stayed here doing nothing?
He looks at you very stern. He's like, "Why, those are some very powerful accusations. That's why there's such a thing as chain of command and duties and responsibilities. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I have others elsewhere."
But don't you have a duty?
You're
to-
supposed to intimidate him.
This is
It's a guilt intimidation.
Yeah. Don't you have a
It's
a
trying to
duty?
intimidate me by making me scared for his
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
I was wondering how you were gonna do it.
Yeah. What's-
I'm acceptive of this. It's very good, actually.
Don't you have a duty as a knight to uphold everything that is true?
Yes. And what is true now is peace. The Legionnaires are not under my command. I have it taken care of.
Compelled duel, and we finish him.
I mean, I don't. If that doesn't persuade him to,
We end the peace talks. War starts now.
Let's take this campaign up a notch!
Burn all your future plans,
if
DM.
that doesn't like convince
I
him
cast
to-
burning.
Yeah. that's
And burn the whole building down.
and that's how it started.
Burning stallion now.
And that's how the hands war started.
The Great Hands War.
The Great Hands War.
Look at my eyes.
All right, so yeah, if that doesn't convince
So
him,
what was your final
22.
22?
Oh, wow.
I might as well try.
Oh,
See if I
gosh.
get a nat
Oh,
20. You know?
What are you gonna say?
Are you hoping he dies and you get
Try
to
to
take
make
his
him our
sword? I
pet.
mean, what
Try
is
to
the
make him our
purpose of
pet.
this?
I'm gonna use history to try to convince him because I have a +5 modifier for history.
That's still not.
Plus what?
That's not. That's
How
not.
do you have a +5 in history?
That's not how this works.
Because
That's not how
I'm a
any of this
wizard.
works.
I'm a wizard. I read books.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard.
You guys really want this guy to join you.
17.
22 again.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did no better than
22.
This is like
Because the skills
So
takes into
statues.
account the proficiency.
whatever.
Yeah, but
Orso
That's
Legion.
not how.
my-
That's not how history works in the game.
But my charisma.
Summit
Do I add
talks-
+2 also.
But you won't use history.
Blow up.
That's not how history works.
Typically,
I mean, it's up to the
Summit
DM.
talks
I didn't
talk themselves,
so,
but
I mean, you can
Legionnaire-
use history as like a persuasive.
But he can't
way.
use his +5 to history
Yeah.
to his roll.
Oh, why not?
because what is history gonna?
I mean, that's
history
fine.
doesn't
I was
talk.
mostly.
That's
joking,
his
like-
knowledge of history, meaning he has more knowledge than like most of us of picking the right event.
This is the way I would allow it to happen. If you wanted to roll for historic knowledge in a way and concerning something to recall, I would let you roll that, and then you be able to use that information as a bonus to a persuasion check.
But not straight up +5.
Yes. Does that seem appropriate?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Sure. Right.
Okay. So you
Right.
want to? Is that what you want to do?
Right
With the
history.
skill,
It would be a wisdom bonus too.
Oh my god! I'm trying to remember our history.
So
teacher
I
in
am
high
24.
school.
Wait, I don't think you have +5.
Beeler.
How does
Bayham.
it'd be your proficiency bonus
Yeah,
down
he
there,
got
wouldn't
fired.
it?
I don't think if you just. How did you get +5?
You know
I'm
Beeler makes
confused.
bread now.
Is
I,
your
I
the
think it was
baker?
like +3, and then I added
follow
the
him on
proficiency.
Yeah, but you don't
He
go
makes
back and add
artisan
intelligence to
breads,
that.
Like,
It wouldn't be +3 +5. It would just be
they-
+5
they-
total.
They use it Panera, I would think.
Because that
How do
+5.
you do it with persuasion?
Advertisements.
Well,
Like
these
he
are all
has
things
a-
you're proficient in. So you would do +3 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2, which is the +5. So you wouldn't go back and add the +3.
Have like persuasion and intimidation with them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's where you got the +5 from. So yeah,
Okay.
you'd still have
It is a
+5.
little confusing.
I have
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Let me put on a show for him. I have acro.
I'm
like
joining
still-
you.
I do.
22, so it's gonna fail.
So wait, did you roll for history?
That was his history roll.
That was your history roll. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's how it goes. What history are you wanting to know? Like what's
I am
what?
proficient
Give me
in
like some
acrobatics.
like topics of interest.
To ask
I
him
steal your desire to stay.
No, to recall.
to recall.
Yeah.
I'm singing we'll
Like,
watch.
give me like a vague thing that you would want to know
What's a watch?
about something.
Any time that the Gwynethian knights like failed,
Failed.
like
Okay.
failed to protect someone, or
Fail to
I don't
protect
know.
peace because.
Yeah, peace, sure.
There we go.
Okay, so the Gwynethian Knights aren't really one for like open battle. What was the roll?
22.
Okay, 22. So that was your history roll.
Yes.
Okay, you do realize a key battle at the Cape of Arlethine, at the bottom of the continent for Arlethine, when they were pushing back the Everosh. There was a key battle where the Gwynethian Knights were supposed to ride in for support for the Orso Legionnaires, and were blockaded, and many of the Legionnaires died.
I'll just jump right back in after you
Alright.
say that and be like,
So-
"See, I told you."
Come on, buddy.
The battle was, let's just call it the Battle of
The
The
Battle
battle.
of Ulm.
Roasted lamb.
The Battle of
of
Bones.
the Battle of Ulm.
Bastards.
The
Ulm?
Battle. I don't know.
Sure. Battle of Ulm. Ulm's Cove.
Of Is that what he said?
Battle of Ulm's Cove.
Alright.
And now you have to roll for persuasion.
Please roll something
Oh,
really
okay.
small.
So you have to like basically I made you roll for history recall because you don't.
Roll
I know the
something.
history. You don't know history.
Okay, and now I'm using.
I hope
That's basically giving
my
you.
charisma is the only thing that I'll add to this because
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
the skill of persuasion.
I
Yeah.
hope he rolls like terribly.
do I have
He's
my
like, I know of
proficiency?
these
No,
great
because I'm
things.
not.
Only if you're improficient.
Yeah, you're not proficient at it, so just your.
He rolls like
Wait,
this.
what? Proficiency bonus as well?
No, he doesn't because he's not.
It'd be funny if he
proficient.
rolled
But
like
I'm
a-
proficient in it.
It's
In persuasion.
10 total. So I'll say.
So don't even try.
There was some kind of bad.
He says, "You're
This,
stupid if
this
you
could
don't
be
come."
your chance to
The history
redeem
says so.
your knights for
Mario?
the Battle of
You're
Ulm.
lost. You're so stupid if you don't come.
I'm just waiting for Keith to finish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Those aren't my knights to redeem. I'm supreme over a different region. Those knights have redeemed themselves 20 times over.
Okay. You are a Knight Supreme?
Yes.
Yes, he's like a
What
burrito.
did you say, Chris?
So
But the
here's a
best
like a
ones.
little history thing. There's like a few ranks to the Gwynethian Knights. There's as far as ranks go, but like the highest that you can obtain that any like entered rank can get. So it starts at a squire, and then it goes to a knight ordained, and then it goes to a knight supreme, and it's rare for a squire to be ordained. It's even rarer for a knight to become the rank of knight supreme. They're few and far
This
between.
guy has done it all.
So
Is there anything higher than Supreme?
there is
Think Gordita Crunch.
there is the High Knight Supreme, who is kind of the head of the whole order.
Mm-hmm. But that's kind of what
Right.
it.
There's only one.
Yeah.
So
So
It's
is
whoever's
he
in charge.
like
But there's-
someone
there's-
who's
Los Locos
elected by the
Tacos?
other Knight Supremes to be the High Knight Supreme?
like basically the High Knight the High Knight Supreme is selected from a knight from the Knight Supremes.
Yes.
But as far as the Knight Supremes go, there's only 6.
Tacos.
And they had
They're selecting other tacos.
Keith has spent too much time at Taco Bell.
I think so. But anyways, yeah, just a little bit of like lore and such. So
What did you say to him, Chris?
I don't even know what
Okay,
this.
so the other Knights.
We're just gonna spend all night trying to persuade this guy.
Dude, they-
Picture their armor. It looks like Levis is on it.
that is not how I had it pictured. But now it doesn't help because my dice are lime green.
Do they elect the High Knight? Like, is he just another one of them, but he happens to be elected?
I know how to.
I should've tried.
He's chosen
Just got a
by
nat 20.
he's chosen by other means that I haven't fully developed just yet.
Okay.
The High Knight.
But yeah,
Because they are
he is,
still all knights
all
and they
of them.
serve, so there's not going to be like a king knight or anything. So.
no. They're not
They're still
royalty
serving.
or anything like that, so to speak.
Still serving. This is getting worse.
You're just reaching now.
Yeah.
No, it's just I can't get it out of my head, and it just the words keep coming.
But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the gist of that.
Please don't say anything.
So he's now our pet.
So it's your turn.
And
No.
I'm not trying to persuade this guy.
No,
Arnor tries.
you guys are trying to persuade like one of the highest authorities in the land.
Just roll for a nat 20, and if you fail, be
The
like,
funny
"Hey,
thing is, I was just like, huh. Nat 20.
Try it.
Oh, why? What was it gonna? I don't see the purpose. My charisma's a 0.
I mean, even without the nat 20, we were above 20.
Yeah.
And we
But a
tried.
nat 20.
A nat 20 is like
Power.
instant win.
Right.
I know, but we still like tried really hard, and
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like that's what needs to actually.
Exactly.
happen.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
mean, yeah, if you nat 20'd or you just got the most ridiculous roll.
I feel like this guy who's in charge and very high up within the night community needs to be here when the peace talks are going on.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't impossible for.
I would like to ask Supreme Guy.
Gallifrey.
Oh my gosh. Gallifrey.
Gallifrey Supreme.
Oh, it's late now.
So bad.
This is just evolved.
Gallifrey Supreme. Would there be any reward for this quest?
What quest?
To find the Orso
Legion
Knights.
of Orso.
Orso Knights.
To
The
the
Orso Legion. Yeah.
the east, you mean the west?
What is it you desire?
Weapons.
A horn?
The sword.
Yeah, your sword.
His sword?
Weapons of the
Just-
like that you have there.
Yeah.
Weapons of life.
For each of us.
For each of us?
Yes.
What are you talking about, man?
we might as well try again.
I'm sure I could find an arrangement for swords or armament, but not of this caliber.
Better than what we have.
Oh, but dude, we're gonna be talking to what's his name?
We don't have enough money for him.
That's what the quest is for. The quest is we help him. He gives us a discount.
Okay.
A discount coupon.
Ting.
Yes.
Okay.
Better than what we have.
A coupon.
Now I can't make any total promises, but I will see what I can do. I'm not really strapped for war or anything like that, but I'm sure we can make some accommodations.
I'm just looking for Valyrian steel.
Thank you, Gallifrey.
It's my pleasure.
We will stop bothering you now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we will stop.
We'll stop pestering.
Yes.
It's totally fine for you guys to do that. And I don't mean for it to sound like sometimes I have immovable objects, but
Right.
sometimes they are like
Practically immovable.
practically
Well-
immovable for where you are right now. And like considering like, you know, you're level 3 and this guy's like a level 4. I'm sorry.
Like, you
Well-
don't want him to make it really easy by killing all of our enemies really easily.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily that, but it's also like you think you're level 4 and he's like a level 15.
And we don't have the reputation. We don't have the
Yeah, you don't have reputation, you don't have money, you don't have renown, you don't have like the skills. Like it's kind of like it's not, while it's not impossible, you know, like Nat 20 will make anything possible, but it's like one of those things where it's just like you can try, and I don't want you to not try. It's just kind of like some.
I mean, in the future, should we all just like roll nat 20 just to see if it'll happen?
No.
So we don't waste so much time.
It makes more sense.
No,
for the people,
like we just,
It makes more sense for the people that have like persuasion or
Yeah.
intimidation.
basically
bonuses,
what you did
yeah.
against 3 man is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't roll like a Nat 20.
I know. Actually, I really like that battle.
Yeah. I'm glad we
I
know
watch
that.
an HBO special on it.
What?
HBO has
The
histories.
Battle of Ohm.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Battle of Ohm. The Knights of
The Knights of the
Gwyinethine
Fail.
failed.
To protect the
Knights of
legionnaires.
Fail.
All right.
That's awesome.
Now what are we doing?
What we're doing now is we're gonna call it a night.
Are we still in the bar or are we going somewhere else?
You're still in the bar,
Mm.
but it's still evening, so we're not gonna have you bed down, your character's bed down just yet. So,
Okay.
Because you still got
A couple
limited
hours.
amount of time. You basically right now is you do have a clock going down on certain things. You got 6 days until
The talks
the talks conclude.
conclude, yeah.
So
Kind of at the big final meeting.
yeah, or like the final reveal.
Damn. Just thought you
So-
dropped out.
We're gonna say that you're still in the bar so that we can use the rest of that evening to your benefit and all that. So sorry we didn't do any fighting.
No, that's fine.
No,
It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Finally got +4 in my dex.
Well, I figured we wouldn't be doing.
I
much
know.
fighting
We
in
knew
the
we were.
city.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I might be tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but
Ask
I
me.
hope
He just asked me to
Arnor
bring my sword.
Dies. And he has to reroll for
a character,
a different character.
a different Arnor. I'm my twin brother Marnor.
Marnor.
Marinor.
Marnor.
Then you go up to Tanis, and he's like, "Oh, you're the one that I saw."
You're the one I recognized.
I'm really happy you remembered that detail. Oh, it makes me feel a little good. Okay. All these tiny little details. Sometimes you catch them. Sometimes you don't. But. Okay, so we'll leave it for there for right now. And hopefully next time we can get some more time. And there's a lot of other things. There's a lot of opportunity for more, like, finding stuff. Basically, it's like it's a town, so there's so many different little things to chase and do and options and stuff. So
Maybe we
Bandits
can
to
talk
fight.
Tanis to go out and kill something with us, and then arrange his demise. to get his sword. I just want a nice sword, man. This is all. I want.
That's all he's been after this entire
We
game.
don't have
What is
any
your sword
lockpicks.
right now?
It's just a regular long sword.
What's its stats? Is it a regular long
A
sword?
What do you
1d8.
do to get some lockpicks?
It's a 1d8.
I probably do need to
Yep.
figure out how to get some lock picks.
It's a 1d8.
Yeah.
I'm not high enough
That's it?
to
Yeah.
get a lockpick.
Does it have any
It's
attack modifiers?
I mean, that is a
Uh,
dex bonus. I won't have proficiency in it,
so-
but I do have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is why you.
I just have 2 of them.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I do think that would be under sleight of hand
What do you
For-
do? Do you dual
Yeah.
wield or you just...
as a proficiency
I
bonus. I
sword
don't
and
have
shield.
that, but I do have the plus
okay.
4. So
You have a shield?
Yeah.
Did you do?
Well,
plus-
the
plus
main
2
thing
to
is that
dex?
I have
I thought about doing that tomorrow.
I have a way to have
None of
like, an
mine
insane
were on
amount
that
of armor
edge where I
without
could do
having
1 and 1,
any
so I was
armor
like,
on.
I
yeah.
was on the edge
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
So I need to start
Constitution, Chris.
leveling up the dex and my constitution mainly.
that also gives
And I
me
try to even out all my stats.
a higher
but,
armor rating too. So
I'll
my
have,
armor
like,
rating's based
a
on
high
dex,
defense just because of that.
as long as I'm in leather armor.
So
Anyways,
the shield actually helps with that. That's why I've been running it.
we're rambling now. So
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna end it there. Thanks, guys. Anyone who tuned in.
And for the new followers,
Yeah.
I think we got like 4 new
4.
followers.
Yeah, there's 4 of you out there. So
we got 4 new
thank you.
followers.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
moving on
kindly.
But anyways, we've been Serial Gamer. Am I missing anything, Arnor?
Hopefully next month we get to do this again,
Yeah.
and then sponsorship
Ooh.
from Settling Geek. They give us nice stuff, lots of dice. So go check them out.
Yeah.
And like that thing.
Yes. These cool. This little thing has been sitting here.
Yes. This thing.
This thing,
Isn't that
Cool.
supposed to be for a candle?
probably, but it looks like a D12, so it's cool decor.
I think you can use it for whatever you want because it's just kind of a little.
It's a
thing.
little glass vase, so you can use it whatever you want. Makes fun noises though.
It's actually kind of a pleasant noise to my ears. What
There
else
we go.
What else do we got from Selling Geek today?
Maybe we can have a eclipse episode.
Eclipse
A
party.
total eclipse of the heart.
I doubt we stream on Monday with this. So
Huh?
I doubt we're on this Monday. So
Oh no, I'll be at work, but
Mm.
we could incorporate the eclipse.
incorporate it. Okay.
Nudge, nudge,
Nudge, nudge.
nudge.
He just wants 2 minutes in complete darkness where he can run around and steal whatever he wants.
I need to change my thing to sleight of hand.
He used to be a barbarian with sleight of hand.
But
That sounds dangerous.
Oh, I thought they spelled your last name wrong.
all right, we should go.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been Serial Gamer, and thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.